Brothers and sisters, one value all religious traditions hold in common is the responsibility to promote the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. In times of great hardship, we all pray for help from those more favorably situated than ourselves. During this season of economic crisis, when poor people and the middle class are facing new challenges just to make ends meet, the golden rule will alert us to opportunities to help lighten the burden of those at the bottom. And all of us who are feeling the pinch these days, how difficult it must be. I mean, we all feel the pinch. But what about those, as Assemblyman Keith Wright has said, are the least of these? In our economy these days, a minimum wage of $7.25 or $50 is an indication of serious impoverishment of large numbers of our fellow citizens. And we have come to recognize that poverty is a weapon of mass destruction. Right. It is also a curse upon women, children, the elderly, and the vulnerable in our midst. Lifting the minimum wage to $8.50 surely will not ease all the debts, pay all the bills, or purchase all that is needed, but it will at least be a sign of hope that things can be better and that our nation and state can be fairer with respect to our unfortunate neighbors. For those who are not particularly religious, those of us who are religious leaders standing here will want to remind you, even if you don't even have a religion, if you got a body, there is some physiological wisdom that would suggest raising the minimum wage. For an example, we are proud of our brains, our hearts, and also our circulatory system and our nervous system. But those systems are no stronger than the system of cellular development. If you don't care for the cells and the tissues, your brain is in real serious trouble. It is therefore the case that those of us who are more advantageously positioned today, we got to recognize that the strength of our state and our nation and our world and even of our species cannot be separated from the survival possibility of the least amongst us. So we are here today, not really to try to badger the governor into making a decision. We've already heard where he stands. In fact, those of us who are here today, I think maybe it would be helpful for the governor to be reminded that we're on the verge of Father's Day, and that most of us who feel the way we feel, we were encouraged by a great leader named Mario Cuomo, who used to preach and teach to us as if he was a preacher. And he has inspired us to believe that all God's children have a place in the choir. Some sing lower and some sing higher. So Governor, Father's Day gift to your daddy. But more than that, a Father's Day gift to all the children. Continue to use your influence. And I need to say a word to the Senate. Senate, do you all remember when you used to hear it from Reagan, do it for the Gipper? What about doing it for God? All these people are God's children, and they deserve food to eat, clothes to wear, health care situations for them, educational opportunity. I would say to the people in the Senate, you have at the back of every one of your dollar bills, in God we trust. If you can't trust God enough to do right in hard times, I'm not so sure we can count on you to do it in the good times. And for that reason, I'd like to urge you to do something right away. Folks are not able to survive at that rate. Those of us who have a pretty decent salary, we are grousing and grouching ourselves. Why don't we acknowledge that every day during the hard times that we deny ourselves our basic humanities, we postpone the day of better times? One of the ways to get to better is doing better. And I know there are economic consequences. I hear all of the corporate ideas about why if we do this, this will destroy our business. Well, your business needs consultation if it can't do right about the least of these. Well, let me close my comments this way. I thank God that although I'm a retired man and that I am living on fixed income and it's fixed too low, I'm so grateful of what God has done for me. And I put it this way, it's okay to sing my way out of this? Here's the way. The other day I wrote a song said, I looked around the other day and saw how truly blessed this life of mine has been. I have health, strength, and comfort, peace and joy within, special care in times of desperation, a helping hand when friends are through. So I ask God, what can I do to turn some thanks to you? I expected mission impossible, a call to service far away. But instead, this gentle assignment God sends to us each day. Love my children. That's all I ask of you. Love my children. That's what we've got to do. If you love them as I love them, we shall see them safely through. Love yourself. Love me too. And whatsoever else you do, love the children by making sure that their parents can make enough money to show them that this world may not be perfect, but it's getting better, because the state of New York, a bellwether state that has always led the path for humanitarian sensibility, that it's back and it's leading the rest of the nation. We will have a minimum wage, and that's only because those of us who are here will impact those we have influence on to say, look, we cannot sing how beautiful New York is unless it can do this one beautiful thing. Raise the minimum wage to $8.50. That's it.